Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Civilization 6, coming at you with another Wonder Start. As you can see right in front of you, we have the lovely Seondeok of Korea, who is one of the best civs in the game, certainly a fantastic science civ, to say the least. And she spawned on Piopiotahi. Now, I had a little bit of an issue today because I didn't realize that it had to be on water. I know it always spawns on, like, right next to water, but at first I wasn't really thinking about the fact that it actually needed a water tile at this junction. So when I spawned it, what actually was happening is I was getting all the yields, but this was just like, looked like 3 random tiles, like kind of like hillish looking, wasn't rendering in properly, basically. But it was giving me all the yields, and I thought, maybe I'll just do that. And then I thought, no, I better figure this out. And so I put the water down here, and it looks good. So now we have a turtle tile. So basically, this is like a beautiful ecosystem up in the mountains where the turtles live at the mouth of the, whatever this is. The mouth of the mountains. Looks kind of cool, actually. I like it. Korea's going to be great, Irish. I'm looking forward to playing Korea. I haven't been playing her quite some time. So, I've got us spawning right directly on the Wonder. It's going to give us culture and gold right in the capital, as well as a little bit of culture and gold over here. I even have a 4-2 spicy tile to get us started. We're going to have some really strong tiles. I know you guys are going to love to play this one. Do not forget, of course, as always, the save files for this game are in the description down below. You can find the Deity file, which is the one I'm using now. In fact, I'm not sure if I did that. You guys can even watch me do it live. There is a king version right here, Seondeok on Piopiotahi, king. And then I just need Seondeok on Piopiotahi turn 1. And we'll save that up. And then that file right there, just so I don't forget, is done. That file right there will be all yours to play. All you have to do is download it off the interwebs. And you can do it. So, let's take a quick look at what Seondeok does, and then we're going to play. Like I said, she's a top 10 civ, easy. Super easy science, obviously, with a half-price campus district. The Seowon special campus replacement. And it's a district unique to Korea, obviously, and you get +4 science in every single one of these bad boys. As long as you have to be built on hills, and as long as there's no other district adjacent to it. It has to be, it cannot have any district adjacent to it. For every district adjacent to it, it loses an adjacency. So you get, boom, +4 in every single one of them. Just like that. And in addition to that, you get a little bit extra science on mines around it and food on farms around it. So it's a nice little boost in there as well. And that actually is part of this 3 kingdoms. Mines receive +1 science if there is an adjacent Seowon district. Farms receive +1 food if there is an adjacent Seowon district. So again, not only do you get the +4 science, but if you've got hills around and you mine those up, then that's more science. So if you have 3 or 4 or 5 hills or whatever around one of these Seowons, boom, there's even more science that you can work on those tiles, which is pretty strong. I gotta say, that is pretty amazing. And then of course food on your farm. So like that's a lot of value of science in there. And then the Hwaing governors established in a city provide +3% culture and science for each promotion they have earned, including their first. So, nice little boost there. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get that in every city, but in some of your key cities producing the most science and culture, you're going to want to have governors established with as many promotions as possible in order to take advantage of that. And then finally, they even have a really strong unique unit, the Hwacha. Korean unique Renaissance era unit that replaces the field cannon, and it has a high ranged attack strength. Cannot move and attack in the same turn. It is incredibly powerful. It is really fantastic. It's earlier than the field cannon and really, really strong.
Seondeok.
Seondeok Peppermint Butler, it's good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much for the 3-month subscription. Coming back in with that. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Seondeok. Seondeok. She's very strong, very, very versatile because obviously science game, she's going to kill it. But in a culture game, if you ever wanted to do a culture game with her, being able to build campuses with lots of science really fast at half price is incredibly powerful because, of course, you need lots of science in a culture game. So it makes them really strong in the culture game as well. And then, like I said, they have a really strong mid-game ranged unit that can even help you in a military game if, for whatever reason, you wanted to do that. So, really cool stuff. That's Spawn, right? That is quite a Spawn. Piopiotahi. Now, here's another thing I wanted to ask you guys real quick, and then we're gonna play turns. This is particularly for those of you on YouTube watching the series. I'm curious as to which wonders you would like to see. This is, I think, the 12th edition. 11th? 12th. 12th. I think it's the 12th edition, because the 11th is the one that's going up right now, which is the YouTube exclusive series featuring Menelik II of Ethiopia. And I'm having trouble trying to figure out which wonders to use that I haven't already done. I've been trying to do, obviously, the most powerful ones, the ones with the best yields, stuff like that. And some are good, but they're not amazing. So I'm curious about what you guys think about the idea of, contributing some ideas for which wonders to use. I have been told about the option of there's some wonders on the workshop, and I was thinking about taking a look for those. I'm not sure if they would actually work though, because I don't know if I will be able to use them in the world builder. So I'll experiment. If you can, maybe we can do some of that as well. All right, I'm gonna found the city. Away we go. We have a whopping 14 era score, and we haven't even moved our warrior on turn 1. Tom, I have the Sahara. The Sahara got a buff, eh? It's not. I don't know. It's really good, and like once you hit like the industrial era or something like that, the Sahara gets quite good. It is definitely a possibility. It's not a terrible wonder at all. So maybe we'll throw that out there. But anyway, for those of you on YouTube, if you want to leave comments down below, give me an idea of what you would like to see happen there. Okay, Scout coming in real quick here. We've got some turtles over here as well. We'll head up, maybe get our warrior just to kind of do a little circle as normal. I think I want to get a couple scouts early if we can. Now, here's the other part. The Spear of Fion we did, actually. If you do the, in fact, oh no, the Wonder Start, I updated the command. Last week, we did Spear of Fion. With, the Zulu. Yeah, it was a good run. Really, really fast military victory. So, this is the other thing that I didn't tell you guys about till now. We are using what may be the very only time, the random tech trees. Really unusual to look at and see. It's kind of crazy, actually. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to go animal husbandry, I think. Because I was thinking elephants. Get that tile going, and then maybe mining. So we're going to want to try and get some wonders. We're going to want to try and get some, not wonders, some, what do you call them? Bonuses, boosts, so that we can figure out what we're actually teching. Like I said, this may very well be the only time that I ever use it, because I'm not a fan. But I promised that we would take a look at it, and we're going to take a look at it. Fonger, thank you very much for the lurk, buddy. Appreciate you being here. So, there we go. And like I said, I mean, we're killing it, obviously. Turn 2, and we're already killing the culture as well as making tons of gold. I'm going to jump over here. We'll head around the top. Yeah, it's actually, pardon me, it was the week before we played that one, actually. Because last week I didn't actually play Civ 6 on stream because of the release of Crusader Kings 3. It is an interesting concept. I just don't like it, Tom. I'm sure there's some people out there who think it's kind of cool. To me, I don't like it at all. To not even know what you're teching, unless you've gotten the boost, which obviously you can get a lot of boosts, but at some points you're not going to know. You're not going to have the boost, and you're just not even going to know what you're teching. I think it's goes completely contradictory to my personal playstyle, which is of course to calculate every little step. So yeah, it's interesting, but it's by far not anywhere near interesting for me. But I promised we'd look at it, and we're looking at it. So there you go. We're pop 2, working a couple of tiles here like that. We'll get to that tile very shortly, which will be good because we're going to want to work it. Unfortunately, it didn't grow there already, but that's all right. So here comes the scout, just like that. I'm going to turn on God King because we don't have any faith generation. We're going to want to get a Pantheon super quick. And I'm going to want to go survey. And hopefully we can get some ranked up. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't tell you guys. All kinds of things I'm keeping you. Big time secrets. This is the first time I've ever done it, but I'm playing on a lakes map. And I wasn't aware until I loaded it, had the game load up a lakes map generation inside of the map builder. But it's not actually, like, it's actually all land except for lakes. So it actually wraps around just as land. Which is interesting. I'd never actually played them before. So, going to be a lot of land available because there's no water, essentially, other than the lakes. There's no, like, oceans and stuff. And so it should be pretty interesting to play. Small map, 6 civs, the usuals. But, yeah, should be interesting. So, I'm going to just, I don't know, take a look down here. Maybe go down, I don't know. Let me think. What do we want to do? Do we want to go back-to-back scout? I kind of want to go back-to-back scout. Especially because there's so much land, we want to have... I feel like we want to have a lot of guys... going out and searching things for... just getting scouts going. I just feel like we want to go back-to-back scout. I'm just going to go with it. Yes, this spawn, right? Foreign trade, discover a second continent. Fantastic. And then, of course, if we can get pop 6, early empire is in the way. So here again, foreign trade's here, but we actually don't know where our second tech is. What would normally be our second tech, which is improved 3 tiles. So, yeah. Very unusual. Getting to pop 6 will be very difficult. Yeah, I want the idea of having 2 scouts out there. Where's a goody hut? Let me go. Doesn't really matter. Actually, let me go like this. Let me go, won't see anything that way, but I will see that way. Okay. Got honey, truffles, elephants. Could be Camp Pantheon. Who knows? Go like that. Just trying to search out what we can find. It is very unusual for me. I've done it a couple times recently, but I rarely go scout. I pretty much always will go into a settler. But speaking of bad men, let's jump across here and go find them. And then we'll head this guy south, maybe along this river. Just kind of, in fact, I might just actually just swoop in through here and just see what's going on here and here with another scout this way. By the way, I'm assuming we switched to that tile. Okay, good. That's excellent. These 2 tiles for life. Never shall we ever not work those tiles. Heading down this way. This guy is going to head down this way. We have ourselves a desert. Maybe I'll get onto the desert and then swoop there. Instead of going across here, I'll just go this way and then across and then over. Nope, I do not, Isengard. I do not have Secret Societies or Apocalypse engaged. Jalen, it's good to see you.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
Ooh, goody hut. You will rarely see me across to that tile, and then I can swoop. Playing with secrets. You have to pay me money, $100 to play Apocalypse mode. But Secret Societies will also be very, very rarely ever used as well. Research. Mining's the one that got out next there. Yes, definitely a Petra city. Definitely a Petra city. We want a Petra city in our lives. Let's go like that. We're heading down there. Still working God King, so is that flat land? No, that's a hill, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Every nation lives by.
With 2 scouts, I definitely like the idea of running some rough terrain in here. Starting to look for ideas for where we put our... It wouldn't be a bad spot. That or that. Put some more cities down here. So we'll have to figure a lot of hills right here. Kind of flattish over here. So maybe Government Plaza possibilities. I almost went like this just because it's the natural thing in your head to do, but we're heading to south east. Next in here, mysticism. God, this is so weird. That's the other thing, is where the government is. The government could be any one of these, right? Let's see. Let me go. We have... Oh man, this is brutal. Working lots of culture, so it's kind of interesting. Pop 3. Settler and 7. We need a builder. Builder's gonna cost us 200. Just trying to think for tile improvements. I'd like to get this. Put 5 turns in that, 3 turns in that. Maybe by then we've got pop 6, 8 turns. No, we won't. Pretty good city down here. Work this truffle. There's a honey and a horse. If we're doing Government Plaza here, we want to put a city kind of that can go tandem with it. Potential cities to the south as well, obviously, but a city right here even. Or on the hill. Hill's a little bit far away. Maybe here. 2 2s, the gold tile. A lot of, yeah. And then maybe a city, you could do a city up in here somewhere and then you could surround it. You could do like commercial hubs on a Government Plaza. What do we got there? Oh, like we didn't have enough culture already. Antananarivo, ladies and gentlemen. Antananarivo. And Babylon is in the game. Hello, Babylon. And we got a goody hut. And we got a promotion. So there's some science and culture. That is going to make it even more difficult to Okay. Promotion. That's a lot of hills. Some trees up here, so maybe you go Petra there, chop it out. Some rough terrain for our scout right now. Kevin Curry, good day to you. Does the AI care about it? Well, the AI, if the AI has some sort of feelings towards anything, I would start to get a little scared. Because the AI shouldn't have any feelings. That's making me, even the idea of it, Rekatrim, is making me a little nervous. Do you know something that I don't know? I kind of want to clear this out a bit. I'm not really sure what you mean. If you mean, does the AI get random tech tree? I can only imagine that it does. Yes, I would only imagine that the AI has a random tech tree that they have to go through as well. Whether or not it's the exact same one, I don't know. But I'm sure they don't have a regular tech tree. That would not make any sense. That was a goodie hat. So we can whip around here, clear that out. I'd like to grab this. Oh, hello. God, can't afford a builder anytime soon. We're not going to get to pop 6 anytime soon. Probably just have to hard tech this, and then we can get the boost of this. Oh, of course he stepped on that. Why you doing me like that, bro? 1, 2, 3, 4. Potentially settle the T. And I still say I like this settle here. This city could put it Seowon there maybe. If you put a city here, their Seowon could go here. And then I don't know. Zanzibar. Yeah, I can buy a builder. That's probably what I'll have to. Yeah, it's almost definitely what I'm going to be doing, yeah. And then maybe a city over here on the water. Oops. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. Here or here. Probably here. And then if I were to go... Can't put it there. It's got to be here or here. That's flat, flat, flat. So maybe there. Maximize your mines. And then here. Maximize your mines. And then here. Like that. That's pretty good. This city would be over here. That maybe 3 or 4 mines if you went there. And then if you had a if you did a government plaza there, and 1, 2, 3, try to get a city as close as we can in here. Then you could do like 4 districts around the government plaza there, like some commercial hubs, maybe a theater square or 2. Something like that. Okay, the technology tree. Holy niftin. Let's get pottery for now. Farmer resource we can do. Quarry we could build. We need to get that tile going. 1, 2, maybe get the elephants. Mine a resource would be up there. Excuse me, up there. Wrong one, sorry. 3 barbs. God, this random tech tree is all over the place. Well, what am I thinking of? Oh, I don't know. Nothing immediate. Could be Forbidden City down the road. Who knows? I just was thinking it would make sense. Eventually, you'd want to do that, probably. Next to a theater square. And then, like, you'd want to do, like, potentially some wonder ideas up in here with a couple theater squares on these cities adjacent as well. But I didn't have anything in mind. That hurts. That hurts a lot. That was a rough go right there. The extra experience. For my scouts is costing me. We got some gold. Did we get a gold from that? Yeah, okay. So there we go. There's our builder. Not as good as a free builder from the Goody Hut, but we will buy the builder nonetheless. That the wonders may not go as fast? It's possible, yeah. It's possible that the wonders won't always necessarily go in the same order at the same time. The lakes are going to make for some interesting scouting because you're constantly running in and having to like go down little pathways and stuff to try and get through where you need to go. So there is a boost there for irrigation. We'll be able to grab. Barbarians is going to be interesting. Another thing I don't like about the random tech tree is that I'll most likely be forced to tech 2 or 3 of the districts, the technology for districts that I don't ever want to build, which is going to keep me from being able to get discounts on districts. Because normally I'd, like, for instance, build all my Seowons and all my commercial hubs and then get half-price theater squares in 3 or 4 cities. But that's probably not going to happen, or will happen to a much less extent. Sorry, wrong one here. Early Empire. Yeah, it's going to take me 2 or 3 more turns to get those tiles improved, so I'm going to have to tech that the hard way. Let's get the trader going. Goody Hut. Let's go down there, and then we'll come this way up the back at the Goody Hut. Wouldn't mind clearing a path through to Antananarivo. They want bronze working, which means barb kills. We need writer, which is being a while, and construct encampment. Thanks a lot, Zanzibar. Thanks a lot, buddy. Next turn. Another tough hit. Slowly but surely working away at that thing. Get that quarry and that camp going. Camp Pantheon would be nice if it's available. I've seen a lot of another elephant here. Another elephant there. There's some honey around, some truffles. Yeah, well, there's going to be tons of space for everybody, I would think, because it's a lakes map, Tom, which means no, like, it's a ton. At least when I was editing the map, it felt like there would just be tons of space for everybody. Just because there's no oceans and stuff, right? Even on Pangaea, there's like big sections of water everywhere. This is like literally all, both poles, nothing but land all the way around, right? So if you ever want to play a map, like if you ever want to play a game where you have tons and tons, come out this way, of map or of land, then this is the one you want to do. The old lakes.
No man ever wetted clay. It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought.
Okay, early empire's done. Okay, there's political philosophy there. So we can actually get political philosophy really early. We get those 3 tile improvements. Let me do a little bit of work on that. Monument. Work on the gold. Be nice to get a builder to chop that out at some point fairly soon. We're still getting this, and I'm still gonna work that for now. Pingala in the capital. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that going, and then we'll get irrigation. I'm not sure. I kind of want to get this guy turned around, to be honest with you. Maybe I send this guy south and he picks that up. This guy comes and cleans this up, and then this guy can get going this way. We've got I'm gonna do that. I was just gonna say, there's always tends to be good amount of goodie huts, tribal villages in the snow, right? So maybe I go down here and take a look that way. And I'm actually gonna have this guy cross over and clear this up, and then we can get this guy back going in the right direction, which is of course east-ish. Trying to clear out the land in and around our cities. All right. All right, 2 more turns we'll have the boost. Specialty district, if we're building a campus there, gonna need the tile. Obviously it's gonna want to be, oh, that's interesting. I would think it would want to go and grab these. And even that, so that may happen. We'll probably have to buy that. Get a builder. Get a builder from a goodie hut is what we need. We need a builder from a goodie hut. Looks like this mountain and these lakes come together, so we're not going to be able to get there. I'm not going all the way around, so I'm going to go this way. We'll cross over and come up through between. Got the trader coming in here. That internal going. Granary builder. Monument's the way to go. Moondoggy!
Why doesn't it give me this prompt when I actually resub?
It's a good question, Moondoggy. The notifications for resubscribing on Twitch have been messed up for quite some time now. But thank you very much. I don't know how many times I thank you for 21 months now, but thank you for 21 months. Welcome aboard. Once again. Well, I say welcome aboard. You're always on the train. You're in first class aboard the train. G'day, g'day, g'day. Hope you had a lovely weekend. For that matter, I hope you had a lovely Monday because it's Tuesday morning for you. Did you guys have a holiday on your Monday? Labor Day? Or something thereabouts? Yeah, but so now we'll switch off of this. We might be able to get that boost actually done. Looks like we might be able to go straight into... yeah, we can go straight into political philosophy. Turn 32, political philosophy. That seems broken. Zeno, good to see ya. It was Father's Day on Sunday, so no day off. Oh, it's Father's Day on Sunday. Okay. Actually, you know what? I actually think they heard him talking about that on the Tour de France, on the Aussie channel. They're talking about how it being... on Sunday, they're talking about how it was Father's Day. It's going good, Zeno. Found PO. Also, Paititi Wonder Start, and I was wondering if I can drop the map seed someplace in case you were interested in trying. A Paititi Wonder... Yes, on my Discord, I used to actually have an exclusive channel for putting map seeds, but it never really got used. There is a Civ 6 channel on my Discord. You can throw it in there. People might want to try it out. I may take a look at it. Absolutely. That's because of my BO. There's the boost to craftsmanship. Alright, let me head in here. Let's boost up that city early. And then we'll pop along here, clear this open. Like this. Let's go this way. Cross the river. Check that out, I suppose. Or do I come down here? Maybe we can see most of that. Next turn. Alright, so craftsmanship is done. And we are a few turns left on that. I don't think I'm going to change anything at the moment. But like I said, we are 8 turns away from political philosophy. I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy like that. Then we'll take our promotion. Yeah, this is going to be Petra City big time. And anywhere where there's a desert tile is a sick pyramid style. Or any place where you can find a desert tile is a 6 pyramid city because pyramids is OP. You always want to be building it. What do we got here? Preslav. Not a first meet. Preslav, what do you want? Because we wouldn't mind that train a spearman. We would not mind getting a spearman going for potentially doing that. Boom, boom, boom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe here. What if we put the city there? If we put a Petra city there, it's got fresh water, and it's close to the, well, not close, but close enough to the chops. If you go, you don't want to go any further down this way. We will miss these two, but I mean, if you go down here, for instance, this is way too far away. You want to be able to get these chops in to get the actual done. And we still got fresh water. You chop that. And then you could build... You could even build your Seowon there and surround it by mines. Silver you mine, right? Gypsum you quarry? Or do I have that backwards? I always feel like I have that backwards. I might have it backwards. So yeah, and then you could always go like... I mean, this is like right off the top of my head. You go Theater Square there. Commercial Hub there. And then you put the Wonders. Like that. And then this city could even put their Theater Square right there. Or potentially, oh, maybe not. I was going to say there's another city over here, but there's not really. So yeah, you could put this city's Theater Square right there. Right under the volcano. It's a mine. Yeah, okay. I thought it was, yeah. Race Tram. Do you got one? Do I play Secret Societies? Race Tram almost never, no. I did a series revealing of the 4 different series. Or the 4 different Secret Societies on my YouTubes. I also made most of those videos on stream as well, but for the most part, I won't be playing Secret Societies. Occasionally, we'll throw it in for some fun, some twists and turns and things like that. But I don't mind Secret Societies at all. I do not like Apocalypse mode at all, and I'm not really a fan of the random tech tree as a regular thing either.
Thousands have lived without love.
Is Jabel underrated? I mean, is it possible to underrate Jabel? I feel like maybe it's not possible to underrate that. I'm not really sure what the argument is for building it, to be honest with you. You got the new Frontier Pass for $26. That's a pretty good deal. Moondoggy was referring to something else, though, Rekka. So here, like that. Now we'll head to the south. Okay. On the channel, there is an outstanding bounty that you can put on my head for $100. You can request that I play any civ you want on Apocalypse mode. Hey, it's a Barbarian hut. Faith generation mostly. That's a lot of commitment early in the game, productivity-wise, to get a little faith generation. Maybe not? I mean, it's not. I'm being a little bit facetious. It's not a terrible wonder, but the AI tends to focus it on deity, and so you tend to have it built by like turn 50, turn 60, and there's no way in any shape or form that my how am I going to do this? That my general strategy of gameplay is going to afford me to have a city, one of my first 2 cities, or maybe a 3rd city if you're lucky, spend that much early productivity and time on building a wonder that's like a B tier wonder, maybe. If you build it in the right spot, it might generate you 20 faith. Not terrible. Yeah, so like I said, it's not terrible because it can generate a little bit of faith, which can, if you were, for instance, like if you had it could buy you like, 4 or 5 builders throughout a golden age. I'm not, like I said, it's not terrible, but again, you see me play enough. At what point do I get Jebel Barkal built on Deity, and what do I give up for it? What do you want me to give up for it? Losing wonders to the AI pretty much kills you on Deity. Red Dirt, it can be very frustrating. You have to be really strategical. You have to be ready to chop out a lot of what you want. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. There goes the Great Bath. Turn 27 is actually kind of late for the Great Bath. I'm a little disappointed in the AI right now. What was wrong with the AI today? I guess I should probably... this is probably going to get handled by the AI, but I don't like being this far away. I kind of want to turn around. Maybe I head north, actually. Shouldn't have stepped that way. I should have went this way. And just take a little bit of a peek more this way. We gotta go there and get that goody hut. Then I'll swing around like that. Machu Picchu is another good example. It's like it can be. It's like a trap. I mean, obviously we don't have mountains, so it wouldn't be very valuable. But there are times when you have some mountains, you're like, oh my god, Machu Picchu might be pretty good here. And then, but you're like, the AI gets it so quick because it takes forever. It feels like it takes forever to get to the tech. And you're like, okay, I gotta grind this out. Let's go. Let's get it. And then the AI could snipe it, and then all that effort and expectation is just you get deflated. You know, part of the reason why I build certain wonders that I build is because of their typical availability at a reasonable time while playing on Deity. And sometimes there's wonders that I'd be like, you know, like Temple of Artemis is another good example. I'd love to build a Temple of Artemis in every game, but when do I do it? You say chop it out. Okay, well that's 2 or 3 settlers that I won't be able to chop out because I built Temple of Artemis. So I just slowed down my expansion of 2 or 3 settlers by 15 or 20 turns because they got pushed out, right? So it's not easy choices for sure. Okay. We're gonna need the granary we're gonna need the granary because we'll be at pop 5 out of 7 very shortly. Let me go builder first. Let me go builder granary. I'm just gonna go this way a little bit. Just see what's going on at this river and then up in here. Pyramids of Petra are always doable. Artemis, it's not that Artemis isn't again, it's opportunity cost. It's not that Artemis isn't doable, but it's the calculation of what you're giving up, right? And you don't have to play every game or any games the way that I play them, right? I always say this. Ooh, now I really need that granary. Eight turns. Yeah, no, I'll go still gonna go builder granary. We'll get to 6. Yeah. Do you want to delay 3 of your cities by 10, 15, 20 turns in order to chop out Temple of Artemis? And at what point is it a good enough Artemis to do it? Is it worth to buy the granary? No. There's a good chance that I'm making pretty good money. There's a good chance I buy a settler. I'm thinking about it, or either that, or I could buy another builder down here. Get this builder and then buy a builder, or vice versa. I could buy the granary, but it's about timing on housing, right? You always got to watch the time on housing. I'm 5 out of 7 right now. I buy a granary, then I'm 5 out of 9. Doesn't get me anything right now. If something comes up where... Can't believe I hadn't had a free builder in a goodie hut yet. If something comes up where I can't get something else I need to get done, like for instance, I could get the builder, chop out the district, and buy the granary. That is a possibility. And not spend the 4 turns on the granary. It's a possibility. What's the granary for? Funds 260? Yeah, 260 is a lot. I think I'd probably rather build it. It's a thought. No doubt about it. It's something to consider. I hate exploring down here, and then if you never find a goodie hat, you waste all your time doing all this, but... I think what I might do is head this way and then search the bottom of the map later. Oh, there you go. Because just searching snow is so annoying compared to like being up here where you could actually find something, a civilization or whatever. By the way, we have our golden age. Okay. I think what we're going to do is probably wrap up this episode. Twitch, don't go anywhere. That's actually over 50 minutes. Holy cow. It's turn 29. A little bit of getting used to. We're actually about to be on political philosophy at turn 30 because of the random tech tree, that is some serious RNG right there. But I hope you guys are enjoying this episode. This series. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and the series is exciting for you because we are going to be doing all the Korea things over the coming episodes, including it's soon time to get ourselves a Seowon. We are killing it. We're killing it. 31 out of 25. We have 12 more turns. We're not going to delay our Seowon. Anyway, okay, I'm going to shut up. We'll talk about that stuff in the next episode. We'll see you next time, YouTube. Thank you very much for being here. Bye-bye.